Good morning, everyone. My name is Sarvishan Manohar, and my student ID is 82007993. Today, I do like to share my personal contribution, the challenges I faced, and the valuable lessons I learned from our group assignment 3. Uh, our our group our group produced a television talk show titled "Speak Up" by BMTV, which focuses on raising awareness about workplace bullying and harassment. In this presentation, I'll explain how I contributed to the project, the obstacle I overcame throughout the production, and the key findings that I gained from this experience. By the way, my main contribution to this assignment was proposing the original story concept. Interestingly, this concept was inspired by a true incident that happened to one of my friends during her internship. She became the target of false rumors simply because she worked closely with her supervisor. Even though there was nothing inappropriate between them, the rumors spread quickly and affected both of their reputations. After hearing her experience, I realized that this issue is more common than many people think. So that's why I suggested this topic to my teammates with the aim of creating awareness among students who will soon enter the working world. Once everyone agreed with the idea, we developed it further into three-segment talk show consisting of the victim's interview, a public opinion segment, and expert discussion. Beside contributing the story concept, I also played the role of victim one, which is who was the supervisor, falsely accused of having a relationship with a new employee. Also, throughout this project, I faced several challenges. The first challenge was speaking in front of camera. To be honest, I am more comfortable working behind the camera than appearing on screen. This was my first experience acting in front of a camera, so I felt quite nervous and at the beginning. Because of that, we had to do 2 or 3 retakes before I became more relaxed and confident. The second challenge was speaking English confidently. English is not the language I use every day, so I sometimes lacked confidence when I delivering my lines. However, I kept practicing my pronunciation, fluency, and in intonation until I felt more comfortable. Although I was nervous, I believed I managed to deliver my dialogue much better than I expected. Another challenge was communicating effectively with my teammates throughout the production process. Since everyone had different schedules, coordinating our filming sessions and discussion changes wasn't always easy. However, through continuous communication and cooperation, we managed to complete the project successfully. This assignment also helped me understand several important issues about workplace bullying. Firstly, rumors can cause serious harm. Many people think gossip is harmless, but false rumors can spread rapidly and destroy trust between colleagues. Workplace bullying doesn't only happen through physical or verbal abuse. Spreading false information and gossip is also a form of harassment. Secondly, mental health matters. A simple rumor may seem insignificant to others, but it can seriously affect a person's emotional well-being, confidence, and work performance. This shows why emotional support and a healthy working environment are so important. Thirdly, false accusation can damage a person's reputation. Victims may lose the trust of their colleagues, experience stress, or even have their career opportunities affected because of something that isn't true. Finally, HR support is essential. Human resource should respond fairly and promptly before the situation becomes more serious. At the same time, every employee has a responsibility to build a workplace culture based on professionalism, mutual respect, and empathy. Overall, this assignment has helped me grow both personally and professionally. Firstly, I learned that effective teamwork is essential for producing a successful project. Good communication and cooperation help us to overcome many challenges together. Secondly, I improved my communication and presentation skills, especially in speaking English more confidently and fluently. Most importantly, this assignment encouraged me to step outside my comfort zone. Even though I was nervous about being in front of the camera, I challenged myself to try something new, and I'm proud that I was able to complete it. Finally, this project increased my awareness of workplace ethics and reminded me that respect, professionalism, and kindness are important values that we should carry into our future careers. That concludes my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Putri Nur Ardrana binti Amza A245, and today I would like to present my reflection on assignment 3, which involved creating a talk show about workplace bullying. This assignment gave me a valuable opportunity to learn about the importance of creating a respectful work environment while also developing various soft skills through teamwork and content production. For this assignment, my role was as a civilian guest in the talk show. My main responsibility was to share honest feedback and opinions regarding the issue of workplace bullying. As a civilian, I represented the perspective of an ordinary employee or individual who may experience or witness bullying in the workplace. My task was to speak up about the workplace bullying, discuss its effects on employees, and express why it is important for individuals to report such issues instead of remaining silent. I had to ensure that my responses were realistic, relevant, and meaningful so that the audience could better understand the seriousness of workplace bullying and its impact on mental health, productivity, and workplace relationships. Apart from acting as a civilian in the talk show, I also contributed as a camera operator and video editor. As a camera operator, I was responsible for recording different scenes and ensuring that the video quality was clear and professional. This involved adjusting camera angles, checking the framing, and making sure that everyone involved in the talk show was captured properly throughout the recording process. Meanwhile, as a video editor, I was responsible for combining all the recorded footage into a complete and organized final video. I edited the clips, arranged the sequence of the talk show, added transition where necessary, and ensured that the overall video flowed smoothly. This role required attention to detail because even small mistakes could affect the quality and professionalism of the final presentation. I believe my contributions helped improve the overall quality of our assignment and ensured that the final product was engaging and well structured for the audience. During this assignment, I faced several challenges. One of the biggest challenges was dealing with multiple retakes during filming. Since we wanted our talk show to look professional, we often had to repeat scenes whenever there were mistakes in speaking, timing issues, or technical problems. This process was sometimes time consuming and required a lot of patience from the entire team. Another challenge was handling distractions during the recording process. External noises, interruptions, and unexpected situations occasionally affected our concentration and delayed filming. We had to remain focused and adapt quickly to these situations to complete our work efficiently. I also found it challenging to maintain a serious tone throughout the talk show. Since workplace bullying is a serious issue, it was important to deliver the message respectfully and professionally while still keeping the audience engaged. Lastly, I was somewhat nervous about speaking in front of the camera. At first, I lacked confidence and worried about making mistakes. However, through practice and support from my teammates, I gradually became more comfortable and confident in expressing my thoughts on camera. Although these challenges were difficult, they helped me become more adaptable and resilient throughout the project. Through the assignment, I gained several valuable skills that will benefit me in both my academic and professional journey. First, the project helped strengthen our teamwork skills. Since producing a talk show required collaboration, communication, and coordination, I learned the importance of working together and supporting one another to achieve a common goal. Second, I had the opportunity to practice professionalism. Throughout the project, we had to manage our responsibilities, meet deadlines, and maintain a professional attitude during discussions and filming sessions. Third, this assignment enhanced my understanding of workplace ethics. By researching and discussing workplace bullying, I learned the importance of mutual respect, inclusion, and ethical behavior in a professional environment. This knowledge will be useful in my future career. Finally, this assignment helped me improve my communication skills, whether speaking during the talk show, discussing ideas with teammates, or providing feedback. I became more confident in expressing my opinions clearly and effectively. In conclusion, Assignment 3 was a meaningful and rewarding learning experience. It allowed me to contribute as a civilian speaker, camera operator, and video editor while also increasing my awareness of workplace bullying and its impact on individuals and organizations. Despite facing multiple challenges such as multiple retakes, distractions, maintaining a serious tone, and speaking in front of the camera, I successfully overcame these obstacles and gained valuable skills in teamwork, professionalism, workplace ethics, and communication. Overall, this assignment has prepared me to become a more responsible, confident, and professional individual in the future workplace.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anna Batrisha binti Azlan Iskandar and my matric number is A200324. So today I'll be presenting my reflection on my role in assignment 3. Firstly, my main responsibility in this assignment 3 was to serve as the host of the talk show. As the host, I was responsible for guiding the overall program and ensuring that every segment ran smoothly according to the planned structure. Besides hosting the program, I was also responsible for managing the flow of discussion, where this included introducing the topics, transitioning between the segments, engaging with the guests, and ensuring that the discussion remained focused on the objectives. Now let's move on to my general contribution in assignment 3. I was actively involved in the development of the host and the co-host script. Although I was the host, I also worked closely with my team to refine and make sure that the script was suitable for the show format. This process involved reviewing the content, the questions, improving the wording, and ensuring that the discussion flowed naturally. I also contributed to improving the program structure, where during the earlier planning stage, I provided suggestions on how to organize the segments accordingly so that the discussion would remain engaging and easy for the audience to follow. Furthermore, I played a role in supporting the team coordination, where throughout the preparation process, communication with the team members was very essential. So I worked closely with my teammates to ensure that everyone understood their responsibilities and that all preparations were completed according to the schedule, especially the process of finding out the location that we needed to record our show. Now, other than my contribution and my responsibility, I also faced several challenges while completing this particular assignment. One of it was time management. So, since we had many assignments happening during the same period, it was sometimes difficult for us to organize discussions or even do rehearsals. But despite this challenge, we managed to still continue discussing in the WhatsApp group, and sometimes we had a quick meetup at the physical classes, and in the end, we still managed to complete the project on time. Another one was adapting my host personality to suit the program's mood. In reality, every host has their own ways and style to present themselves. But for this assignment, I needed to develop a hosting approach that was appropriate enough for the topics that being discussed and to align with the situation that was going on throughout the talk show program. In addition, balancing the script and delivery was also quite challenging for me. While the script provided guidance, I did not want my presentation to sound overly rehearsed. So, therefore, I had to find a balance between following the script and delivering the content naturally. This required me a lot of practices and preparations to ensure a smooth performance. Through this assignment, I gained several valuable skills and lessons that will benefit me in the future. First, I learned the importance of a teamwork. Completing a talk show requires a lot of energy and cooperation from every team member. Therefore, this experience taught me that good teamwork is essential for achieving a common goal together. Second, I was able to practice professionalism. Throughout the preparation and presentation process, I learned the importance of being responsible, managing my tasks effectively, and respecting the contributions of others. In addition, this assignment helped strengthen my communication skills, and as the host, I needed to communicate clearly, interact confidently with the guests, and ensure the discussion flowed smoothly. Lastly, I improved my discussion management skills, where I learned how to guide conversations, manage transitions between topics, and ensure that the discussion remained focused and engaging. Overall, participating in this assignment actually gives me a valuable experience where throughout the assignment, I managed to learn more and improve my communication skills and my leadership abilities. Other than that, I learned how to manage challenges effectively and gain a deeper understanding of the importance of working as a team to achieve our goals together. I believe that all the skills and knowledge gained from this assignment will prepare me for my future professional responsibilities and workplace environment. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Izan, and I would like to present my reflection on my role in assignment 3 for the workplace ethic course. So, our group produced a TV talk show titled Speak Up by BMTV, which focused on the issue of workplace bullying and harassment. For this project, I worked as the co-host together with Ana Iskandar. Besides hosting the program, I also collaborate with her in writing the script. Through this project, I learned many valuable lessons about communication, teamwork, and program production. The first one is responsibility. As the co-host, my main responsibility was to share the hosting duties with Ana Iskandar throughout the program. We worked together to introduce the program, explain the discussion topic, and guide the audience through each segment. And this required good coordination so that our presentation felt natural and professional. Another important responsibility was interviewing our guests and expert panelists. I asked questions to Vishen, who shared his experience as one of the victims, and later interviewed the psychologist, a legal expert, and HR representative. My role was to encourage meaningful discussion while keeping the conversation focused on workplace bullying and harassment. And I also helped manage the program flow by introducing each segment smoothly and ensuring the discussion stayed on schedule until the closing of the program. Secondly is contribution. Besides hosting, I also contribute to developing the program itself. Together with Ana, we plan the overall program structure to ensure each segment connected smoothly, from the introduction to the victim's interview, followed by the public opinion segment, the expert discussion, and finally the closing. We also work together to write the hosting script, including the opening, transition, and closing remarks. In addition, we also prepare interview questions that encourage our guests and panelists to share meaningful opinions and experiences related to the workplace bullying topic. This experience taught me that writing a good script is just as important as delivering it, because a well-organized script helps the program run professionally. The next one is challenges. throughout this assignment, I also faced several challenges. And one of the biggest challenges was memorizing the hosting script, since the program contained many transition and interview questions. I had to practice repeatedly to ensure my delivery sound natural instead of memorized. Another challenge was speaking confidently in front of the camera. Although I had prepared well, I still felt nervous during the recording process. However, with continuous practice and support from my teammates, I gradually became more comfortable and confident. And these challenges motivate me to improve my preparation and became more confident as a presenter. Overall, this assignment was a valuable learning experience for me. The first skill I gained was improved public speaking confidence. I became more comfortable speaking in front of the camera and interacting with guests during the discussion. Secondly, this project strengthened my teamwork and communication skills, since a talk show involved many people behind the scenes. Good communication and cooperation were essential to ensure everything went according to the plan. And finally, this assignment helped me better understand the workplace ethics. Through our discussion on workplace bullying and harassment, I realized how important respect, professionalism, and responsible communication are in creating a positive working environment. And overall, I am grateful for this opportunity because it is not only improve my hosting and communication skills, but it also provided practical experience that will be beneficial for my future academic and professional career. So that's all. Thank you for listening.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akila Nadira binti Muhammad Zulizam. My metric number is A204138. Here is my reflection on my role in assignment 3 as a law expert. For assignment 3, I took on the role of a law expert, whereas my main responsibility was to ensure the legal information presented in our discussion was accurate, relevant, and supported by reliable source. One of my main contribution was assisting my team in conducting legal research, and I gathered information related to employees' rights, workplace bullying and harassment to ensure our discussion was based on the correct legal principle. Besides that, I also helped find a suitable location for our recording session so that we could produce a clear and professional looking video. I was also responsible for finding a camera and other recording equipment, which helps the recording process run more smoothly. Next one, as the law expert, my responsibility was to explain the key legal concept relevant to laws and real-life cases that supported our discussion. I made sure that the legal information I presented was accurate, easy to understand, and directly related to the topic. This role required me to understand the legal content truly before presenting it confidently to the audience. Throughout the assignment, I encountered several challenges, and the biggest challenge was memorizing my script and delivering it naturally without relying too much on the notes. I also wanted to avoid hesitations or filter words while speaking, as they could affect my professionalism of the presentation. Another challenge was maintaining the eye contact with the camera, which was difficult at first because I was nervous and focused on remembering my lines. However, with practice and several recordings attempts, I gradually became more confident. Overall, this assignment gave me a valuable learning experience. It improved my communications and public speaking skills, especially in explaining legal concepts clearly and confidently. It also strengthened my teamwork skills, as we had to cooperate, divide responsibilities, and support one another throughout the project. And most Most importantly, the assignment helped me to develop a stronger sense of professionalism, responsibility, and preparation, which are essential qualities for my future career. In conclusion, this assignment not only enhanced my understanding of legal issue, but also to help me build practical skills in communications, collaborations, and professional presentation. It was a meaningful experience that contributed to both of my academic and personal development. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Putri Kisina, and today I will be presenting my contribution to our group project on workplace bullying and harassment. In our assignment, my role was to explain how the Human Resources Department handles bullying, complaints, and creates a safe workplace for employees. Human Resources, or HR, is responsible for making sure employees work in a safe, respectful, and positive environment. When bullying happens, HR is the department employees can go to for help. HR listens to complaints, investigates the situation fairly, and takes the right action based on the company policies. When an employee reports bullying, HR follows several important steps. First, HR listens carefully and records the complaint. Second, HR gathers information by talking to the people involved and reviewing any evidence. Third, HR stays neutral and investigates the case fairly. Finally, HR decides on appropriate action. This could include mediation, counseling, a warning, or disciplinary action depending on the seriousness of the case. Another important responsibility of HR is protecting employees. HR keeps the complaint confidential, meaning only the people involved in handling the case will know about it. From my research, I learned that having companies' policies alone is not enough. A respectful workplace depends on good leadership, open communication, and employees who are willing to support each other. HR plays a very important role by creating a safe workplace is everyone's responsibility. In conclusion, my contribution focused on responsibilities of HR in managing workplace bullying and harassment.
So hello everyone, my name is Fauzing Yong, my metric number is A201325, and today I would like to present my reflection on my roles in assignment 3. So during this project, I took on 3 different roles, which are stand-upper, cameraman, and video editor. So firstly, as the stand-upper for segment 2, I was responsible for researching the assigned topic, preparing the interview questions, and writing the news script. So I was interview members of the public by asking some questions about the workplace rumors and bullying to gather the different perspectives. So after collecting their responses, I summarized the key findings and deliver the message clearly to the audience. So during this role, I improved my pronunciation and maintain eye contact with the camera and report the news confidently and professionally. Secondly, I work as the cameraman during the talk show production. My role was to capture the clear and stable footage by selecting appropriate camera angles, adjusting the framing, and ensuring the suitable lighting throughout the recording. So I also coordinated closely with my teammates to ensure every important discussion and interaction was recorded smoothly and professionally. And lastly, I served as the video editor in this segment. After the filming, I reviewed all the recorded footage and selected the best text, and also balanced the audio to enhance the overall quality for the video. So, throughout these 3 roles, I gained a deeper understanding of the entire media production process, from pre-production, filming to post-production. The topic of my stand-upper was the false rumors can affect workplace competence. Before filming the stand-upper, I first researched the topic to understand how false rumor can influence employees and organizations. I also prepared several interview questions and conducted public interviews to collect different opinions and perspectives on this issue. This helped me understand how people view workplace rumors and bullying from different backgrounds. So through my public research and interviews, I found that false rumors can have a serious impact on the workplace. When misinformation spreads, it reduces trust among colleagues, creates misunderstanding, and weakens communication within the team. So once trust is lost, employees may become less willing to work together, which can create an unhealthy working environment. So another key finding is the false rumors can affect workplace performance. Employees may become distracted by unverified information instead of focusing on their work, leading to low power productivity and weaker teamwork. Some respondents also mentioned that the rumors could increase stress and anxiety, making employees feel uncomfortable or isolated in the workplace. So, from the interviews, many people agree that spreading false rumors should be considered a form of workplace bullying. They believe it can damage a person's confidence, emotional well-being, and professional reputation. Several respondents also suggest that the manager should investigate the situation fairly, stop the spread of the false information, and create a respectful working environment where employees feel safe to speak up. Throughout this project, there were several challenges. So the first challenge was multiple recording retakes. We had to record some scenes several times because pronunciation mistakes, background noise, or small technical issues, which made the filming process more time consuming for us. So the second challenge was camera positioning. As the cameraman, I need to find the best angles and framing to ensure everyone was clearly visible while maintaining a professional looking shot. Another challenge was balancing other assignments. So since we had different classes and coursework, so it was sometimes difficult to coordinate our schedules and complete the project on time. However, by communicating effectively and planning our tasks well, we are able to complete the production successfully. Despite these challenges, I gained many valuable experience. As a stand-upper, I become more confident speaking in front of the camera and improve my communication skills. As a cameraman and video editor, I learned more about camera composition, recording techniques, and video editing. Most importantly, I strengthened my teamwork, time management, and problem solving skills by working closely with my group members. Overall, this assignment not only improved my technical skills but also reinforced the importance of ethical journalism. It showed me the producing quality media content requires teamwork, careful planning, and a commitment to sharing accurate and reliable information. This, epi- this experience will be valuable for me in my future career in journalism and broadcasting.
Good day to our respected assessor. My name is Amira Nadia binti Ali Hassan, and today I am incredibly proud to present my individual reflection on our Assignment 3 project, the BMTV live talk show production, titled Speak Up. In our project, we decided to tackle the critical, unfiltered issue of workplace bullying and harassment. As an individual inside this group production, this assignment challenged me, pushed me out of my comfort zone, and ultimately taught me invaluable lessons about media production and self confidence. Let me walk you through my journey. To start, let's look at my personal contribution to our show. As we began planning, I realized that a live talk show requires absolute structural precision. Therefore, I took charge of designing the entire television show flow, starting right from our introductory hookup to our closing segment. I meticulously budgeted and structured our segment timelines to ensure we remain within a strict, realistic broadcast window. Furthermore, I collaborated during group brainstorm sessions to bring creative elements into our script, such as adding interactive interview segments. Finally, after we recorded all the individual segments, I integrated all the raw video footage into a single, cohesive, polished production. Now, to clearly distinguish my contributions from my technical responsibilities, I actually carried two major heavy roles in this project. First, on screen, I took on the responsibility of acting as the female harassment victim, which is a highly complex and emotional role representing an employee dealing with unprofessional relationship accusations. I had to focus heavily on my vocal delivery to make the scene authentic. Behind the scenes, my second major responsibility was serving as the master video editor. I compiled all separate clips from our studio victim segment to our reporter's public interview and the panel of experts into our final seamless BMTV output. Of course, executing these roles came with severe challenges. My first and most intense challenge was severe camera shyness. Stepping in front of a lens to act out such a sensitive scenario made me incredibly nervous and self cautious. Second, we face extreme time constraint. Our academic semesters are packed with multiple major assignments and events. making finding unified shooting windows exceptionally difficult. Finally, working in a large group means dealing with constant clashes of opinion, differing artistic directions, and scheduling conflicts, which initially slowed down our progress. However, we did not let these obstacles stop us. To conquer my intense camera shyness, I practiced and rehearsed my dramatic scenes repeatedly in front of a mirror and my teammates before hit record. To handle our tight schedules, I established a strict calendar with post production milestones, dedicating specific uninterrupted slots for rendering and editing. Lastly, to solve group friction, I step up to be decisive. Instead of passively following the crowd, I push for firm collective decisions so we could move forward without losing precious time. This proactive stance kept us perfectly on track. Looking back, this experience has been profoundly transformative. I gained four critical life skills. First, in media production, I learned the intricate mechanics of live show structures. Second, I dramatically built my on screen confidence, learning to manage my anxiety under pressure. Third, my technical video editing skills have upgraded massively as I splice complex multiple source video formats together. And finally, I developed decisive team building and leadership skills, discovering that being firm and constructive is key to successful collaboration. That is all from me. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. My name is Alif Taufik Nakiuddin bin Muhammad Tamrin, A200456. Today, I will be presenting my individual reflection on my contributions to Assignment 3. Throughout this project, I was involved in both the on-camera and technical aspects of the production. Firstly, I participated as one of the interviewees in our discussion on workplace bullying. Before the recording session, I conducted my own research on the topic so that I could deliver accurate and meaningful responses during the discussion. Besides appearing on camera, I also played an important role as part of the production crew. I was responsible for preparing the filming set, setting up all three cameras, and configuring the audio recording equipment before production began. My objective was to ensure that all cameras captured footages with consistent quality and that the recording was clear throughout the entire session. During the production and post-production process, I encountered several challenges that required both technical knowledge and problem-solving skills. The first challenge was limited equipment. We only had 3 cameras available for the production, which meant we were unable to capture dedicated close-up of shots of participants. This made it more challenging to create a visually engaging discussion while maintaining professional shot composition. The second challenge was complex editing. Since I was editing a multi-camera production, I had to synchronize footages from 3 different cameras while ensuring smooth transitions throughout the discussion. In addition, each camera had slight differences in color and exposure, so I had to manually adjust the footage to maintain visual consistency across every angle. The final challenge was insufficient hardware. Editing multiple high-resolution video files on the same timeline placed a heavy workload on my laptop. During long editing sessions, the device frequently overheated, causing slower performance and requiring multiple rendering attempts before the final video could be successfully exported. Although these challenges were demanding, they provided me with valuable practical experience in handling real-world production constraints and preparing for the solutions that I will discuss in the next slide. To overcome these challenges, I applied several practical solutions throughout the production and editing process. Firstly, I optimized the camera placement by carefully planning the position of all 3 cameras before filming. Since we didn't have enough cameras for dedicated close-up shots, I created digital close-ups during the editing while ensuring every participant remained consistently framed. Secondly, I improved my editing workflow by researching the most efficient MCP workflow before editing. I applied a structured editing process and rewatched the entire segment multiple times to ensure smooth transitions and maintain the overall quality of the final video. Lastly, to overcome my laptop's overheating issue, I purchased a cooling pad and I edited in an air-conditioned room. Like I edited in Zeus and rendered the project in smaller batches. These methods help reduce overheating and allow me to complete the editing process more efficiently. Through this assignment, I gained valuable experience that went beyond the classroom. Technically, I developed a better understanding of multi-camera production, including camera setup, audio configuration, and post-production editing. These hands-on tasks helped me become more confident in handling production equipment and editing software. I also strengthened my problem-solving skills by learning how to adapt to limited resources and overcome technical issues throughout the production process. Instead of letting those challenges affect the final outcome, I found practical solutions to maintain the quality of our project. Most importantly, this experience improved my communication, teamwork, sense of responsibility, and working closely with my group members taught me the importance of preparation, coordination, and attention to detail in producing a successful MCP talk show. In conclusion, this assignment provided me with valuable hands-on experience throughout the entire production process, from preparing the filming set and setting up the cameras to editing a multi-camera production. I was able to apply the technical knowledge that I learned in class, as well as that I researched, despite facing challenges such as limited equipment, complex editing, and hardware limitations. I successfully adapted by applying effective solutions and maintaining the quality of the final production. Overall, this project strengthened all my technical skills, also improved my critical thinking skills and problem solving abilities, and increased my confidence as a media communication student. I believe the experience gained from this assignment will be valuable for future productions and my career in the media industry. Thank you. That concludes my presentation.
Assalamualaikum. For me, my contribution in my role is for this project it was proposing the topic of workplace bullying and harassment. I suggested this issue because it is common in our organization, and yet many people underestimate how harmful rumors and gossip can be. Besides contributing ideas during discussions, I also helped prepare the psychologist's responses by researching the psychological effects of workplace bullying. I worked together with my teammates to ensure our content was relevant, informative, and suitable for a television talk show. Well, my second role was acting as a psychologist during the expert discussion. Before filming, I researched how workplace bullying affects mental health so that many answers will sound realistic and professional. During the role play, I explained that bullying can lead to stress, anxiety, depression, and low self esteem. I also shared why many victims are afraid to report their experience. Through this role, I learned how psychologists communicate in a calm, empathetic, and informative manner. Right, my final contribution was one of the video editors. I was responsible for creating the bumper in and bumper out, which are the transition scenes shown before and after the commercial break. Although these segments are short, they are important because they can make the program look more organized and professional. And this experience also helped me improve my editing skills and understand how visual transitions contribute to the overall quality of a television production. Throughout this project, I faced several challenges, and the first challenge was traveling from Kuala Lumpur to the filming location, which is in Bangi, but it takes 1 hour to go there, and it required me to manage my time carefully so that I could arrange on schedule and be prepared for filming. The second challenge was camera shyness. Although I have experience speaking in front of people, speaking directly to a camera felt different because every facial expression and mistake could be recorded. So at first I felt nervous and less confident. And another challenge was worrying about saying words incorrectly or making pronunciation mistakes since the program was conducted entirely in English. So I wanted to sound professional, especially while playing the role of psychologist. And to overcome these challenges, I practiced my script many times before filming. I rehearsed my pronunciation, watched my own recordings to improve my delivery, and reminded myself to stay calm and confident. So this project gave me many valuable learning experience. Firstly, it improved my confidence in communication, especially in English. Speaking in English on camera challenged me to pronounce words clearly, control my voice projection, and present information more confidently. Secondly, I strengthened my teamwork skills. Throughout the production, I learned that successful media projects depend on good communication, cooperation, and supporting one another to achieve a common goal. And finally, I enhanced my media production skills. Besides appearing on camera, I also gained practical experience in video editing by creating the bumper transitions. This helped me understand that producing quality media content requires both creative and technical skills. So overall, this assignment was a meaningful experience because it allowed me to apply what I have learned in class while improving my confidence, communication, and media production abilities.